Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this critical hearing. I've got to say to my friend, Senator Haggerty, and I know another advocate, Senator Loomis, around the areas of crypto, I believe strongly in the value of decentralized ledger. But I do think, and I see more of this, frankly, from a classified setting as chairman of the Intelligence Committee, that unfortunately crypto is being used in a disproportionate way, I think particularly around rogue regimes like North Korea. And I think one of the things that really ought to be incumbent upon me and others on the Intel side to get more of this information declassified so we can at least have more facts out there on this subject matter. And I do think there's been some documentation. I think there will be more coming out about literally some of the payments to Hamas being made through crypto. It is one of the reasons why a lot of us on the committee in a bipartisan way worked for years literally on the Anti-Money Laundering Act that was 3+ years ago. Took a lot of time. Mike Crapo was very active. The chair was very active. And the implementation of that bill is still being, unfortunately, too slow. It's one of the reasons why recently I've been working with Senator Reid and Senator Round, Senator Romney, on a Senate Bill 2355, the CANSI Act, which actually goes and tries to put a definitional approach and some responsibility around DeFi. I do not accept, just as a commentary, I do not accept the premise that there is no father or mother of any DeFi system. Somebody is making money off of that, and we try to grapple on that. That's why more recently we've been taking some of the ideas around DeFi and also thinking about secondary sanctions, particularly when it comes to terrorist organizations. And what we've used as a template, and I'm going to come to you, Mr. Levitt, in a moment, is we've actually passed a law in this area. It was back in 2015. We passed a secondary sanctions law against Hezbollah, using traditional areas around banking sections, because 2015 there was no part of the crypto industry. I'm still working with Senator Reid as well on a bill that would apply secondary sanctions, restrictions on transactions with foreign parties who facilitate transactions with terrorist organizations, and not just using traditional financial tools, banks, but also using crypto.
What the hell?
Was that a commentary from? You will have a chance to rebut my question in a moment, whoever was making those comments. Under our bill, using the Hezbollah bill as a baseline, using our definition of DeFi, and under this bill, Treasury must identify any foreign bank or foreign cryptocurrency entity, which we've called a digital asset transaction facilitator, known as an FTO, so that there would be then secondary sanctions placed on these entities, whether they be traditional banks or these FTOs. Again, as I said, we would include using the definitions we had on DeFi from CANSI. So let me actually get to the question in my last minute. Dr. Levitt, in your testimony, you cite the Hezbollah International Financing Prevention Act and said it's long time past that we go beyond Hezbollah to cover these other foreign terrorist organizations. This approach that would both build on the Hezbollah Act, take on foreign terrorist organizations, include their usage not only of traditional financial tools, but of crypto with a DeFi definition included. Would this make some sense or not?
Tremendous sense and long overdue. Terrorists are still using banks, but they're using other methods too. And while I think that the Wall Street Journal figure is probably exaggerated, there's no question. We've seen DOJ action targeting Hamas crypto and other actions. The Israelis took an action just the other day. This is a growth area. And so we need to try and get, I don't know if it's still safe to say ahead or maybe catch up on crypto and DeFi and recognize that this is a space where legitimate transactions can happen and illegitimate transactions can happen. And what you are proposing to me makes tremendous sense.
And I appreciate, Mr. Chairman, that I know you and your staff are working on this as well. Hopefully, we can combine efforts. And frankly, to my colleagues who have been strong advocates of crypto, I think if we can decrease the illicit use, particularly terrorist organizations like Hamas, and add that secondary sanction in, it might bring actually more legitimacy to this form of transaction wherever they're located in the world. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And thank you, Senator Warner. And the uses of crypto on child trafficking and drug running and all of that, and understanding it better.